Hey planner friends, hi, it's Helen here from Xavs.Studio. Today I have an unboxing. Well, I've actually taken it out of the box, but I have all of my Hobonichis for next year. It's been a while coming, this video. They arrived probably about 3 weeks ago, to be honest, and just with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to video what's in here, so I thought I would get to it today. So let's pull everything out of here. Loving these bags that they're giving as a freebie this year. Last year they gave the spoon, which was nice. I haven't had a chance to use it. It's a bit dusty. But yeah, I'm really liking the bags, so this is really good. So let's pull everything out. There's a few things in here. Just a few. I might have gone a little crazy. But you know, life's too short, it turns out. Okay. 2 wee piles. I got 3. Let me just get this straight. Looks like I'm all wonky. Okay. Yes, so I got 3 free pens and 3 free bags, so that's really cool. Still not quite sure how I'm going to use all of these, but handy to have, right? You can never have too many pens. So I think most of you have probably seen those already. Alrighty, so I've got a full year cousin this time. This year I'm currently in an Avec, so this is going to be my work planner. For those of you that have possibly seen my one of my original, where I've turned a Hobonichi into a sprint planner for agile working, so that's what this is going to be for next year. So I'll probably make a couple of videos on how that's going before Christmas, but yep, that's what that one's for. I have bought the cousin Avec for myself at home for my journal. It gets quite, let me see if I can just get my journal. So this is 6 months worth already, and she's beginning to get a bit thick, so I figured having the cousin in there, I'm almost making it the size of the cousin just every 6 months, and that really hasn't got that many things in it yet. So yeah, so I've gone for the Avec again for my journal, so pretty excited about that. Shall we open them up? I've not seen I have the blue Avec for the second half of the year, so I haven't actually really seen the green colour of the first half. Ooh, it's kind of nice. It's funny how you know, they're almost colours we would use or are used to seeing in the blue, but not the green as a colour scheme. But I actually really like it. It's a mix between sort of a garish green and an olive green. But yep, I like. Maybe the more you see it, the more it. What I'm interested in, let's just have a look. If the colours are the same, I think they are. Yeah, so they keep the colour schemes per month the same. For each of them, but of course one's just 6 months rather than 12. Alrighty, so yes, those are for my personal journal. I got a weekly. I don't know if many of you know about these. The A6 original, you don't get the weekly spreads in that. You get a monthly, and I'll open it up in a minute. So I went ahead and purchased this, which I thought was really cool, where it is just weekly layouts in an A6. So this is what I am possibly, I'm going with possibly here, going to be using for my garden planner. I think it's just a really good size, and I can sort of just fold it up and keep it in my greenhouse or downstairs on the dining room table, but it doesn't sort of take up so much room, and it's just nice and portable. So really love this idea. So yeah. What I'm interested in knowing is come February, when they do the April release, whether they do one for a spring edition. Because if that's the case, I may end up buying one. Because the way that seasons work, for us, springtime in the Northern Hemisphere is autumn or fall in New Zealand. So actually finishing out the year, or in autumn planning for what I'm going to do next season, and when I need to do seeds and all that sort of stuff would work better with a spring edition, I think. But anyway, I've got this in the meantime. Didn't want to miss out and wanted to see how it went for the first couple of months in the year, and I can always move over what I've got in here if needed. So yeah, that's what that's for, and nice little handy size. Let's open up the A6. So this year I should have brought it in. Actually, I might just stop here and go grab it so you can see what my A6 looks like. Okay, I went and grabbed it. She's pretty sizable these days. Okay, so yes, this is the A6 original Techo, and I have only done 6 months worth of photos, and I haven't put photos on every page. I'm going to do a session on going through this actually. I haven't filled out all of the words. I wanted to sort of put a caption with everything. But I ended up making a little bit of a wee mistake when I was going through and doing April's. So I want to show you what I did and how I fixed it. But yes, this goes through basically till the end of, well, partly through to July. And then I haven't actually filled anything in since then. Oop, no, I've gone ahead of myself. I have got up to August and partway into September. So yeah, she's, as you can see, pretty sizable. It's kind of cool though. I love going through it. I know it's only the last sort of 6 months to 9 months, but it just still puts a smile on my face to see the photos in there and remember those things. So what I did when I put my order in for 2023 is I went for the Avec size A6, because I'm going to continue to do this, and of course that way I can just have 6 months at a time. So yeah, very much the same, but like I say, you don't get a weekly spread in this. It goes from monthly. Whoops. Goes from monthly spread straight into daily, right? So having this, which is a very similar size, to have your weeklies in, really awesome. And considering I was going to use the weekly spread for something different, I think this is going to work out really well. Maybe something that you want to consider if you use different parts of the year for different things. You can sort of spread it across. So yeah, that's the 2 A6 Avecs, original Avecs, so kind of happy about those. Alrighty, let's get into the weeks before I do the next lot. Okay, so I was lucky enough to get the Aurora weekly, and I did get a clear cover to put this in. Nabbed a pencil board. I love these pencil boards and I love the colours. I'm a real navy girl, so navy and pink is my jam. It comes with a free sort of keeper that you can glue in here. A lot of people tend to put it in here, and then when they end up putting their case on don't realise, but there's also one in the case. So always remember, if you're going to use this, to use it on the inside pages, either there or in the back is another strong page to put it, but you'd have to put it over here, and I just think it doesn't sort of fit well. So yeah, anyway, I got the Aurora. Just love this. Let me open it up if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen too many people with it. I don't know how the glare is. Maybe I should take it out of the cover for you. Let's do that. Alrighty, there we go. Maybe it's just as glary. Okay, so just love the sort of flag that's here and the little polar bears or bears. They're just so cool. Love them. And it's navy, right? So who doesn't love navy? So I'm going to start using a weekly. In fact, I've got one for this year that I just picked up recently, which I'm just using when I go to work or when I'm out and about during the day, just to write down things that I want to put in my journal at night. I'm finding that my journal comprises of kind of things I did when I first got up in the morning, and maybe just what I've done in the late afternoon, because that's what I'm remembering. And I guess that's just part of what I'm going through at the moment with losing my dad. So yeah, I went ahead and bought a weekly, and this is going to end up being next year's weekly carry with me, right? So I'm not carrying my journals and things like that. So that's what that's going to be used for, and also picked up the clear cover for it. Okay. And because you can, they had some matching paper in the same design, and oh, you know, I can't help myself. I am the quintessential consumer. If something matches something else, I kind of need to have it. And you know, why not? So yes, these are just cool, and you can rip the pages out, right? So I can use them as leaves if I want, just write quick notes. Because I just love these little teddy bears, I just thought, why not? I can keep it in my handbag with my weekly, or on my desk. So yes, that's what that is. Alrighty. And then I've seen, oh, don't let me lose that. Put that in my weekly. In my weeks, I should say. Okay, so this is called a Weeks. And this little book, in fact, I'll put a little link into it, is called a weekly. So you'll see it here, weekly versus a weeks. So if you do Hobonichi Weekly, that's what you want to look for with this. Awesome little sidekick. And then this is your weeks, just so you don't know the difference between those two. And I ended up getting some photograph books. So I had seen a few people using these to store their stickers, and although the stickers I primarily use are on A4 sheets because I print off my own, what I thought with these is they'd be really good for emojis. So let me just, this is how I currently have my emoji sheets, lots and lots of them. So what I thought is the ones that I make and will be selling at some point in my shop, will fit perfectly in here. And they're just the ones that I use all the time, right? And I can go back to back, and they just end up being easier to see. This is, especially if you're traveling, right? You can just pop them in. Nice little size. I can even look at making them slightly bigger to fit in here. So really good. So when I kind of go away, or I've got to take these to work for some sort of reason, this is kind of a lot, you know, and it's heavy, and stickers come unpeeled and things like that. Great for my desk, maybe not so good for travelling with. So I thought this would be a really good option, just to have some of my favourites. So I grabbed 2 of those. They weren't too expensive, and I already had the order coming. So wanted to see how that went, and if I want some more, I can go for it. So that is pretty much my lineup for 2023. I'm going to put all the stuff that I've bought in the description box below, with an affiliate link to Amazon. Just on that, you don't pay any extra, but I just get a little bit of commission off those links. I am possibly going to be having both the Australian, or the American and Australian links on the list, just for those of you that are in the Southern Hemisphere. I'll make it a little bit easier for you guys. So yeah, that's my lineup. Looking pretty good. The cousin Avec, the original Avec, the weekly, and the weeks, all for 2023, and then some little added extras. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me today. That was a bit of a quick lineup there, but yeah. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. If you would like to see more of my content, please subscribe. I'm thinking about giving away one of these as part of that, if I can hit the 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So yeah, I'll have more detail in the next video on that. But yeah, please hit that subscribe button and thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.